Hey folks, welcome back to the second episode of the day. Today I'm a bit motivated, enough sleep, enough rest. Just felt like doing something different from a fragrance review. Something to do with fragrance, but not really a review. This is gonna be, as you can see from title, why use fragrances? Why do we use like perfumes, any kind of fragrance that is? It can be pure perfume, it can be perfume oil, it can be incense, it can be EDT, EDC, so on, right? So I have with me a few fragrances. I'm just gonna show you random some fragrance from men's side, right? So also just from time to time I'll show you why I brought them, right? Why is it important? It's not a must. Not anything is must. You don't have to do anything like have to. You don't have to own so many fragrances. We own fragrances because some of us are collectors, some of us have this hobby that we put anything before, like we put fragrances before anything else in our lives. It's our hobby, different to each his own, right? Some people like cars, some people like suits, some people like watches, some people like clothing. Different people have different sort of hobbies. Ladies love handbags, shoes, whatnot. We know the story, right? So I want to talk about fragrances because I am a fragrance lover. I like to talk about my journey of fragrances. I tell stories about fragrances, which is a bit different than fragrance review, which is why my content is a bit more detailed, and for which I think I get appreciation for many people. I get in comments, they like my in-depth review and everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, people. Yes, right? So I'm glad that I'm doing something that's useful to many people, right? And as you know, I do the reviews mostly for people who are entering the game, who love fragrances from the long time, but they want to know about seasons, occasions, or compliments, performance, blah blah. So since I don't study notes, but I study fragrances, I sniff out all the fragrance from every house that is available within my area, right? So I like to give you some reasons why to wear fragrances. Why is it? How does it make an impact on your life, right? So here you go, right? So I written down my points. I'm gonna go according to my points, right? 7, 8 points, right? First thing is sense of smelling. You have different senses, right? You have 6 senses in your body. Not gonna name all. Your ears, you hear, mouth, taste, bit disturbing today. I had some coffee and stuff, bit high. So is it high? No, bit. Never mind. Bit active, right? So yeah. So your nose, right? It gives you the senses, the sensation of the smell. So when you smell something pleasant, right? I sprayed this a while ago in my hand. Aquamarine from Bulgaria's house. Beautiful, gorgeous summer scent. It's making me so beautiful, like making me feel so happy. I can remember the days I was passing by in Malaysia. I used to go by the beach. I used to go by the ocean, the fresh, salty air, some smell of seaweed, bit of I don't know, the sea water, salty, as well as some florals, airy, breezy, summer days, even the color of the bottle. You see, it brings me back to the ocean. Imagine you go to the, let's say you go into the forest, right? You wear something like this. Platinum Ego is a bit of a green side, a lot of these green fragrances. It evokes that, it complements so beautifully nature, any occasion. You go by the pool. And the thing is, back in the time when you were young, let's say when you were young, when you were not that experienced, you didn't have so much of idea what you're doing in life. Everything you're doing, you're like, screw it. I'm gonna take chance because I have so much time left in my life. Love those wild times. Go guys, go young guys, right? I didn't care about my, when I was young, I didn't care. I played a lot of sports. I screwed up my studies and everything. I hated my studies. Just let's be honest. Who likes their studies? Many of you don't, right? I played cricket. I went around tours. I liked my friends, hang around, gave myself holiday every now and then from class. Not a very good example I'm setting, but yeah. What I really loved was sports. I used to be in sports so much. Now, in the recent days, music, um, perfumes and stuff, right? So what I'm trying to say is, back in those university days, fragrance like Hugo Boss, Hugo Boss bottled this yellow juice, I still have a bottle of that, just to remind me of those good old times. That's when I met my first girlfriend. All those memories, my friends, like, damn, it brings me back just like that, takes me back to those places, you know. It's like traveling with a time machine, going back in the history and the past. Fragrances have those powers. That's the very first thing I say, the sensation of smells and how it makes you feel. They Fragrances have that sort of power. All right. So even if you're a guy or a girl, doesn't matter. You don't have to be any specific gender or transgender person. Whoever you are, anyone can appreciate a fragrance. And fragrances don't have any gender on the most part, according to my knowledge and my testing. Right? I wear what I like to wear. Right? So yeah, first reason is evokes your senses. The sensation of smelling something good. You would like to smell something nice or pleasant to your nose, right? You don't want to smell shit, right? You don't take like, uh, it's not that bad. Oh, I smell original. Okay, you get the picture. Second thing, it makes you feel good. Fragrance makes you feel good about yourself, right? Boost your confidence. Jeremy, right? He talks about it all the time. Use fragrances, it will boost up your confidence 15%, 20%, and you'll be like, your chest will go like Superman or Iron Man, whatever man it is, whichever man is your man, pick. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm in charge. I'm wearing Bleu de Chanel. I'm wearing Creed fragrances. No, Creeds are out of our league. Let's not talk about Creed. Let's talk about something like Dior Intense, La Nuit Dello, something that we like, we can afford, right? So you wear something like that, which cost you $100 US. First thing you know is you are wearing expensive cologne. It sounds cheap, but that's how psychology works, right? Very often you see, you don't like a fragrance particularly that much, but you've been doing your research, you're watching reviews. Not everyone is going to like silly enough to go and blind buy and blah blah. Go to the mall, oh, $100, I like top note, buy it. Not many people do that. Most of people with their hard-earned money and the limited money, they wait, they save up, buy fragrances from not regular interval, but every now and then, right? So let's say, for example, just an example, Lamal, right? Everywhere this review is on, everybody seems to love it, but you never have any clue about what this smells like, right? But you see Mark, all your big reviewers talk about this and how much they treasure it, their signature scent, and then they show you the bottle, like you never own this bottle, looks very unique, looks like a man torso, you want to get in this collection, so you start craving, you see how much someone treasure it. Then you think like, maybe this may not be my thing, but let's check out what's the hype all about. Then you start sniffing out fragrances that you had no clue about, and then guess what, sometimes you really like some things, right? And then you buy something and you're like, it wasn't my thing, but now it's my thing. How often that happens, right? So yeah, wearing good fragrances, coming back to the point, boost your confidence like anything. You are gonna feel much more confident to go up to people, have a conversation, instead of people you're just thinking, and then you don't have any, you didn't shower, you're sweating, your hair is a mess, you have beard like bird's nest and stuff, inside got some poops and all that shit. People are storing all sort of garbage in your something's wrong with me today. All right, so compared to that, when you are smelling good with good fragrances and you know what you got on, right, chances are highly likely you're gonna boost your confidence, and then also you're gonna feel good about yourself. Second point. Third point is make yourself more pleasant, right? When you wear fragrances, all right, any fragrance that is, let's just say Earhart is Love and Luck. Not gonna show any particular fragrance in order or anything, just showing you from time to time, just to make it popping up like right? So when you wear fragrances, externally, that was the internal factor before, that you feel good about yourself. How about people outside around you, surrounding you, right? People usually like to smell, this is the truth, this is like a very sort of like a dead honesty, right? Even if you think like, you take it offense, like, oh shit, you're telling me I smell like bad, you think like my armpit smells bad. Sometimes it's a bit sensitive, but then the truth is, when you're sitting in the car, right, you're sitting in an AC car, and then you're a girl or a guy, whoever you are, and you come from the dead heat in the sun, the car got some nice air conditioning going, some nice air freshener, car is very nice smelling, and suddenly there you are, you come inside the car smelling like a douche, like you just took a shit. Hi, what's up guys? People next to you, how do you think they're gonna react? would you want to smell something unless you are real animalistic, like that animal movie? You like the smell of douche, right? If you're not that guy or girl, how do you like to smell someone's armpit? Like someone comes to you, hi, how are you doing? Here you go. How do you like that? Not pleasant, right? So maybe time to, because most of the people won't tell you this because out of courtesy, but as a courtesy, you should do a favor. You should learn, right? If you're watching this video, whoever it is, spread it. Tell your friends who smell bad. Maybe you can show them the video, share it to them, right? These people could benefit more than you can imagine, or you yourself, right? You actually doing them a favor, right? And then when they go outside, everyone's gonna think like they have nice perfume on, they took shower, they have nice lotion and deodorant and fragrance. Automatically, even if they don't have a very beautiful, attractive face, the people will be like, this guy is a gentleman. This lady is a very proper lady. They know how to dress, they know how to smell nice. I'd like them to be around. Make yourself more presentable, more pleasant around the people. I know most of you know these facts, but just gonna say it anyway for those maybe who are wondering why fragrances, right? Next, all right, explore the world of perfumes. What do I mean by it? Right. So some people, like ordinary users, right, consumers, they're buying fragrances. For them, most of them, it doesn't matter. 15-20% of the whole world who are using fragrances are fragrance lovers, and they study fragrances. For me, I don't study notes, I study fragrances, as many as I can. So whenever I smell something that's familiar, I can pick up the notes more or less. Grapefruit, lemon, these are the easy notes. Tonka bean sweetness, something that smells like 1 million. I can relate, right? But most of the people, they'll be like, it smells nice, I like that, it lasts a long time. And then the sales assistants, like they, imagine the most of the shopping malls, they have the sales attendants, right? They'll be like, sir, this is going so nice, like the market, the moment it's going, selling like hotcakes, the highest number of bottles sold, very long lasting, smells good, take it. And that's your knowledge basically, right? I think that's not enough, because when you're spending $100 plus on a fragrance, you'd like to know what is it, which season is it for, what occasion you're supposed to wear it, is it your age appropriate? Sometimes you're wearing something so mature in the school. Imagine you're wearing something very, very like that, like 50 plus guys would be wearing, and you're wearing it in the class, and people will be like, is this kid like for real, right? So you can learn about notes, you can learn about fragrances, what weather does it suit best, does it go with your mature age or your characteristics or your like personality, that sort of thing. You can study notes, you can, before buying, you should do some research, see YouTube, some videos and stuff, and you see what people talk about. It's fruity, fresh. And the thing is, you think about it, do I like those notes? Don't buy fragrance to please others only, I'm telling you, right? Sometimes buy a few fragrances for yourself that you like, as well as pleasant to others, right? In that way you can enjoy, as well as others can enjoy your fragrance. All right, so yeah, there are a lot of scope to learn about fragrances. There's a lot of perfumer, who makes a perfume, the company, what else do they make, what are the fragrances they have in collection, do they make watches, other product lines, when did that establish, who do they partner with, what are the prices like, do you get discounts or not discounts, all these things. Whole day I spend my whole day almost checking for fragrances, updates, new releases and stuff. Someone's signature scent, what's Johnny Depp's signature scent. These are things kind of interesting, a lot of things to learn, right? So that's why get into fragrance world. Okay, so next one would be the compliments. This is very difficult. People, if they say I don't wear fragrance because I want compliments, they are lying. Hardly, very few people, they wear fragrance for themselves. Yes, they'll be wearing something that is very polarizing scent, that is very unique, very much smells like ash or something, oud, or something different note like charcoal that you never would imagine, like a smell like a book. There is a fragrance that smells like book. Recently I discovered it, right? Very interesting sort of phenomena, right? So the other sides, majority people, fragrances will help you get compliments from people, which is going to boost your confidence. Back to the second point, right? So fragrances bring you compliments. If you like compliments, you like fragrances, right? Next, this part I want to talk about, this is something to do with fragrances. Please, I mentioned this 1,000 times before, in case you missed those. Use deodorants, right? I'm not going to show you the company or anything. You can pick up anything that you like, but from a reputable company, something that lasts and doesn't have any chemical reaction or allergies with your self. Okay, so this one will help you stay fresh throughout the whole day. Even if you don't have fragrances on, you're not gonna smell that bad, maybe. All right, highly likely. Second one is, as I want to show you, use lotions. It will help you moisturize your skin, keep you young for a longer time. People who are like, I think like African American people, there was like I think it was Fluffy, like stand-up comedian, like, how do black people stay so young and then glowing for such a like a long time, whereas we people like Latinos and like white people, we age so fast. Even Chinese people, you look at Chinese people, 60 17-year-old ladies, they look hotter than any of your girlfriends. Go check out China. Lotion, that is the secret. Keep yourself moisturized, keep your skin, take care of your skin, nails, hair. You can make a difference. The last one is this kind of body sprays, right? Very cool mechanism. I bought this for what, 10 15, no, it was like 300 taka. I don't know how much it will translate to. Not very expensive. It's like within $10 budget you can buy something like an Axe, right? But back in the school, right? So one thing here, I want to be very clear. Sometimes, don't make fun of people who are wearing deodorants, all right? Some people can only afford this, who don't earn that much. So respect to those people. I don't want to make fun of this. Respect. But if you can afford, if you have a little bit more money to spend, and you waste a lot of money on food, junk food, and you buy a lot of this shit that you don't need, look into buying fragrances. That is a bit more pricey, but a bit more quality, that lasts on you. This kind of body sprays, you can hold this here, I don't know where, yeah, and hold it here. It will spray continuously non-stop. I don't want to spray it in my room because I don't use this anymore. Just bought this for fun. This one literally disappeared from your skin in 10 minutes time. So what's the point of wasting $10? Use, like, save a few more $10 and buy maybe $30 or $40 worth of cologne. That's gonna serve you much longer, half of the day, quarter of the day, 2-3 hours also. Wouldn't you like that? Right? So save up and buy something quality. Right? So that's why you need to buy fragrances and stuff, cheap body sprays and whatnot. That is not worth it. Fog, Axe, Lynx, Charlie, blah blah. There are thousands others, right? So if you can afford, buy one fragrance, right? So the last one, fragrances. All right, I am so glad I'm finishing it before 20 minutes time, right? Which is, I wanted to keep it under 15 minutes, right? But anyway, the content is important, right? The last point is, excuse me, fragrances. Show you the last one. This is Burberry's London. Most of you guys in perfume world, but those someone, if you're watching a new viewer just entering the game, this is a beautiful fragrance from House of Burberry, right? This reminds us, like, we wear this kind of fragrance during the time of Christmas, something special. There's cooking going on, bit spicy, bit port wine, bit of sweetness, bit of cinnamony, tobacco, leather, that sort of cooler weather, warm scent, cheers you up. Special time of the year, very different kind of, very unique fragrance, very unique presentation, right? So this kind of fragrance, like any kind of fragrance, right, it's a good investment. Why? Because you buy a lot of things. Let's say you buy food, you buy very expensive piece of steak, you eat it and finish, you poop, gone. Gave you satisfaction for one day, yeah, good. You buy same amount, you buy a fragrance, it's gonna last you at least a year. All right, if you, unless you are showering in your fragrance like every day, oh okay, one bottle gone, right? It's not gonna be the case. At least 1 to 2 years it will serve you. Just like your shoes, if you spend more on Asics, New Balance, something, Adidas, Nike, something good runner or something good trainer, it's gonna last you much more than Bata or something normal sneakers, which is half price but doesn't last long. So you would like to have something that lasts with you, that stays with you like a loyal buddy. That's why I think fragrances are good, very good investments for people, right? If you spend, say it's $100 and you get a bottle like this, it's gonna serve you 2 years, and you can use your fragrance for different occasions, for different purposes. You guys know, right? If you can have something for that long, it's a good investment, right? So these are the points I want to talk about in this kind of video, right? So I hope you would give me some feedback. Do let me know any other aspect that you want to talk about, or did you find it helpful? Do you agree? You don't agree? If you also don't agree, do let me know why. And then wait for that next video tomorrow. I'll be doing Perrier LSM, as I mentioned, the very good alternative for Chanel Allure, right? So wait for that episode and take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.